Welcome, traveler.
It's that time of year again. Halloween is now just around the corner. And for much of recorded history, Halloween has traditionally been celebrated across numerous parts of the globe. Dating back thousands of years, this holiday started as a religious observance in Europe, which evolved into a secular celebration, popular with people of all ages, especially children. While Halloween seems mainly made for dressing up in scary costumes, carving jack-o'-lanterns, trick-or-treating, and generally having fun. The tradition on the 31st of October actually stems from an ancient belief in ghosts and the afterlife, a belief that has been known to men since preliterate times. Needless to say, the concept of spirits as well as life after death is rooted in animism and ancestor worship. And Halloween just so happened to be among the few long-standing traditions that were heavily influenced by both of them. Because of this, Halloween comes across to many as the perfect day to tell ghost stories. What we'd like to find out is that on the spookiest day of the year, can our playful tales of haunting actually come to life? Do ghosts and other entities come out on the day that we've basically dedicated to them? If there is one thing that the history of Halloween can tell us about how likely we are to see ghosts on the 31st, it would probably be the reason why the ancient Celts chose that particular time of the year to celebrate Samhain. To those who are unfamiliar with the ancient holiday, Samhain is the pagan Gaelic observance for the beginning of winter. While Celts reserve the 1st of November for their New Year's celebration, the day that comes right before that, October 31st, was when they celebrated the festival of Samhain. In English, Samhain literally means end of summer. And the festival, shaped after this name, marks the end of harvest as the period moves from warmer months to the dark and cold winter. Allegorically speaking, this transition could represent death, or even the coming of death. The dark half of the year mirroring the dark half of life. As a result, ancient Celts believed that exactly on the night before the new year, the veil that serves as the boundary between the physical world, or the world of the living, and the spiritual one, where the dead were said to roam, becomes blurry. This is the reason why Samhain reputedly allowed the ghosts of those that have departed to walk the earth once more and interact with humans. During this festival, people would light bonfires as a form of precaution, meant to ward off malicious spirits. They would also wear costumes and masks to prevent the vindictive ghosts of people they used to know from recognizing them. Others who felt especially close to deceased kin, however, would leave treats and food by their front door for their dead loved ones. Some even leave empty spaces to welcome ghosts at the dinner table, while the rest light candles out in the streets and alongside of the road to guide lost souls to wherever they are going. This tradition went on until Romans arrived around 43 CE and introduced similar festivals like Feralia, which over time confused the Celts about their real customs. Centuries later, Christianity overtook the pagan beliefs in Europe, and soon the Church, led by Pope Gregory III, decreed that All Hallows Day, or All Saints' Day, should be moved from the 13th of May to the 1st of November. Scholars argue that this was to slowly replace the pagan celebration of Samhain with religious marking that is, in all senses, Christian. This caused the evening of Samhain to be renamed as All Saints' Eve, All Hallows Evening, All Hallows Eve, All Hallows Even, and later on, Halloween. The holiday stuck for hundreds of years more, and so, when Irish immigrants fled to the Americas during the 1800s, the Halloween tradition ultimately came with them. Over the years, this European custom developed into the Halloween that we know today, a fun, family-friendly holiday when the interest in ghosts and the paranormal is undeniably at its peak. So to answer the question we posed at the beginning of this story, do ghosts come out on Halloween? Considering the origins and history of Halloween, it is widely believed in folklore that the 31st of October is the best day to communicate with spirits. After all, the barrier between the worlds is at its thinnest during that day. But did you know that there is a specific time on Halloween when some believe that the veil becomes completely gone? It is called the witching hour or the devil's hour, a particular time of the night when supernatural entities were believed to be even more powerful. Depending on the belief, the hour in question varies, ranging from the hour immediately after midnight to the time between 3 and 4 a.m. Despite this idea being asserted by some, others remain skeptical as to whether humans could actually commune with the dead, even more doubtful about the reality of ghosts in the afterlife. Sure, spiritualism, seances, and mediums are a thing, and the belief in spirits has been present since the early days of the Mesopotamian era. But to this day, the evidence for the existence of ghosts remains no better than it was a couple hundred years ago. And with that comes the unavoidable difficulty in proving whether or not ghosts actually do come out on Halloween. Thank you for taking this journey into darkness with us. This has been Lore Thrill, and my name is Sid Myers. Comment below if you believe the ghosts will be coming on Halloween. Sleep tight.